currently available on the Steam page as well. And well, I can link it. Steam Skald. Let's see if there we go. No, that's the soundtrack, but it's fine. You can get it from there as well. I guess we just click the Skald and link there. It's weird how it is like, oh yeah, soundtrack is probably the correct one, but no, there is the whole game. So it's a retro-style party-based RPG set in a grimdark fantasy world of tragic heroes, violent deaths, and Lovecraftian horror. Choice matters as you explore an engaging and branching story mixed with a crunchy tactical turn-based combat and character customization. And it's made by High North Studios, AS and Raw Fury published it, and they sponsored me to try out the demo, so we're trying it out at the same time. Still in development, says this, and releases later this year. Mac, PC, Steam, GOG, itch.io. And the demo only covers the first couple quests of the game. But we'll see. We'll see. Fish people are just like, help, I'm drowning. Kraken horror. Where did you see fish people? Fish people? Fish people? I saw Blind was playing Dwarves today, and had frog people, and I was like, oh, those look so cute. I want to play oh, in the main menu. Oh yeah, fishy people. Yes, I didn't even see those. I was reading the thing, so I didn't see those. Yeah, very old school fishes people. Like you could see those in Castlevania for sure. Alright, let me look at the Steam page for a second more. Nah, let's just go. We'll just go. This game is really cool. I like the sound of that. I mean, it's published by Raw Fury. Can it be anything but cool? They have a kind of knack of finding a really damn awesome games and publishing those. Alright, this feels super old school for sure. Not great for stream, but art's great and story seems engaging too. Yeah, I played a bunch of this type of games back in the day. So it definitely tickles that nostalgia vibe. CRT. Oh, you can put like a proper CRT mode as well. No thanks. Classic console falls through. That's kind of lovely. Combat highlights 1. Alright, let's go. New game. Welcome to character creation. Well, we'll be here 3 hours. Start by picking a difficulty for your playthrough. Can be changed during play. Let's see. Narrative. Oh, you have narrative. Player rerolls. Easy. Combat heal. No. Oh, only the narrative has combat heal. Ooh. Cannot die. Normal mode is the game's intended difficulty setting. There is no artificial smoothing of any dice rolls. I'm gonna go with the normal, I guess. Great way for players who are new to this style of role-playing game to experience the game. Combat is forgiving and there should be little need to optimize character builds. Dice rolls are weighted in the player's favor. Is this then a opponent's favor? Yeah. Don't like that. Give me stronger and more intelligent enemies. Don't fudge their rolls. Alright, we're going with this. Abort, select. Do I select the difficulty there? Next, select a class for your character. Classes define your character's role in the party by adding certain exclusive abilities. Alright, so... Oh, no, well. We can be thief or a veteran. Classes, backgrounds, feats, and spells are not fully implemented and must be considered placeholders for the final game. Alright, good to know. Hierophant. Ew. Inquisitor. Ooh. That sounds kinda cool. Classes, backgrounds, feats, and spell. Oh, that's the thing. Let me make sure I grabbed everything. By the way, quest kit. Says empty. Instead of fudging enemies, a D8 roll, upgrade them to D12. So, for example, I mean, obviously this could be really bad. Here's the link to check the game as well. But no, man, yeah, maybe like give them, maybe not just upgrade them, but like for example, if they have a wooden club on normal difficulty, maybe upgrade it into a mace that does like a steel mace or something that actually does a little more damage. But also, like, don't just upgrade the numbers, make them also like visually or text wise different. Pierce armor backstop, warrior strength, charger, mighty strike. We're gonna go with the veteran for now. I'm wondering if there seems to be like 6 slots here behind my face. So I wonder if you get 6 party members in the full game. Alright, we're a veteran. Select the background for your character. Backgrounds add points in skills, influence starting conditions, and narrative content. And we can be a mercenary, sailor, nature child. Ooh. Crew up in mercenary camps. Plus crafting, plus survival. So more assets needed. Better be prepared to pay for more. I mean, if you make a good game, I'll pay more. Obviously. But you can just change the color of it as well. Or just have one generic picture for all the bludgeoning weapons and just change like wooden club. And then a bludgeoning weapon picture. And then it's like steel mace, bludgeoning weapon club. Whatever. Distribute points to your primary attributes and skills. These go a long way towards defining your character mechanically. Measure of hand-eye coordination, nimbleness, and dexterity. This attribute influences stealth, thievery, dodge, initiative, range, skill, critical chance. Survival, toughness, vitality, wounds. How smart you are, love, crafting, healing. Diplomacy, awareness, will. Ability to read and react to surrounding and people. And then strength is well, strength. Make assets that are only used for insane difficulties, so practically nobody ever sees them. I mean, hide the best work somewhere it will never be seen. Well, you know what the crazy people are online playing games. Someone will find all of that stuff. I'm pretty sure. Alright, we're gonna go couple points of strength and a couple points, 1 point of agility, and then fortitude. There we go. Then we have 6 points on athletics, awareness, crafting, diplomacy, lore, healing. It's used in camp to increase wound recovery. So a couple points on that. Survival. That's for foraging. Awareness will be slightly aware and a little bit of athletics and lore. There we go. No, it's fine. It's fine for us. I mean, it is kind of like that. It's like players are always like, "Oh, I would like this and this and this and this and this in the game." It's like, yeah, that's another 16 months of development time required to add these features to the game and major reworking of half the existing features. The guide video for phase 1 of the PlayStation 4 tomorrow. It's like 17 minutes of really complicated instructions. You're playing spirits. Sounds rough. Fullness. Describes how well-fed the character is. Fullness decreases over time, and you can't recover if you're... So you don't die from hunger, but you can't recover health if you're hungry. Alright, continue. Finalize your character by editing their appearance. I imagine there will be more of these later. I wouldn't be surprised. Main core. We'll go that secondary core. Tertiary core. Not shown. That's fine. Which one is that? The what is the Pandemonium? Something. What is the P on that? Fourth something. Yeah. No, Pandemonium, Fourth Circle Savage. Yes, that's the one. I did some Pandemonium stuff, right? Is the fourth one the? Bah, I'm not totally a vampire from a Castlevania. Is that the fourth guy? Fourth circle? Or is that actually no? Is that the final boss of the? Yeah. Okay. Very much. Yeah, he's Vlad. He's totally not a vampire. Fun boss, very confusing. Even in normal mode, he's pretty confusing. I can imagine on Savage, it's gonna be very, very, very confusing. Prologue. The Zephyr. On the wide dark raging seas of the outer isles, a lone caravel struggles against the winds and waves towards the accursed island of Hydra. Hydra. That raging Starcraft player. This reminds of like proper old school this kind of games. So much, like running the mud and all of that. This is bringing all of that back like instantly. Did the fight to unlock the Savage for tomorrow? Nice. Really looks like a DOS game. It really does, in a good way. Quest started at the Zephyr. The journal, waking up. That's pretty much my way. Like, quest started, waking up every day. Quest failed. Abandoned quest. The moan of creaking timbers, the tang of preserved fish. Your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness of the ship's dimly lit hold. This is how we wish that DOS games looked. Also worked this well, like with the keyboard and mouse and everything. Suddenly, something strikes the hull, and the ship rocks violently. Your heart begins to pound, and a feeling of unease grows in your stomach. Rise well rested and ready to go. You get to your feet and become aware of the agitated voices shouting on the deck. Something is not right. I mean, some of the DOS games did look kind of like this. Well, maybe not this nice, but kind of like this. Be on your way. All right, how do we move? What's here? Bottle. Oh, how do we get to? Oh, haha! XP to go. Oh, attributes, inventory. Ah, party inventory. Gold. Crowned. Mighty strike. Charger spells.
Miten olisi pizzeria, minne pitää jonottaa vähintään puoli vuotta ja saa paikan?
I'll take pizza.
Puoli vuotta? Siinä ei se pitäisi jotakin muuta pizzeriaa ja sitten.
Hey monkey. Reminds you of the original Pirates. Yeah, graphics wise for sure. A desk with a maritime navigation map. The map is labeled the Outer Isles, and the course is drawn towards an island named Idra. Yeah. Something just struck the ship. Are we gonna fight the fish people? What's this? A chest. Oh, dagger. Loot. Picked up a dagger. What do I don't have a weapon. Okay. How do I... Oh. Yeah. Aha. Equip. A dagger is a fighting knife. Its blade is usually less than... usually less than 1 foot long. And can be curved or straight. With a 1 edge or 2. I see melee equipped for this journey ahead. Oh, hey, right-clicking highlights everything. I like that. Locked. To your surprise, you realize that this door has been locked from the outside. It doesn't budge. Perhaps you could slip the lock with a thin plate. You slip the dagger through the cab in the door and lift the bar that was locking you in. The door begins to creak open. Experience! As the door swings open, you can now clearly make out the cries from the deck above. You should make haste. But there's loot to be had. I can't make ooh, loot. Longbow. Steel helmet. Put it on. Actually visually shows on character. Love it. Short sword. Can I do dual wield? No, that's a bow slot. Longbow. Alright, I'm equipped. No, I haven't done it yet. We'll probably do more tomorrow or Monday as well. Use your torch. Oh, you can actually put the torches out. I spotted something. You stop dead as you narrowly avoid stepping in the rust-red puddle. The stench of blood fills your nostrils, and as you look around in the dim light of the hold, you realize someone or something fought for their life here. The same moment the thought hits you, a hiss sound from the shadows. You squint towards the shadows as a hunched, feral-looking form slowly slings forward. Tiny, disgustingly human-like hands, yellow fangs, and a grotesquely dexterous pink tail leaves no doubt of the rodent's a creature's rodent nature. Though as it emerges from the shadows, it becomes abundantly clear that what may have started life as a common shipwreck has now grown into something that has no right to exist. A second hiss sounds behind you, and the abominations lunge at you. Draw steel! Repeat last action. Oh, I love repeat last action is great. Pass the turn. Select new target. Okay, so that's the target. Perform attack. Cast spell. Use a feat. Mighty strike. Bloodied. Vitality 0. Wounds 1. Okay. I missed. I'm gonna die to the tutorial rats because I keep missing. Oh no. Success. Die, you rat. There we go. Victory. 113 experience. Rat tails. Leeks, onions, and potatoes. Yoink. Spotted something. Oh no! I didn't mean to go up. I thought it was a thingy. You emerge onto the ship's lower deck. Your eyes adjust. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you become aware of the hulking figure standing in the shadows. Belloner, there you are, at last, growls the rough voice. Who's there? Show yourself. It's Roland. Where the tides have you been? Why are you skulking around? The brute chuckles. Shadows with a face like this just fine. No matter. There is trouble, and you're needed on deck, now. What for? What's all that noise? The island is in sight, but the damn guilders refuse to land. They want to turn back. Did they say why? Only superstitious bilge. They claim they saw something in the water. Either way, our boys are about to show them some very real steel. If we can't land, we lose our shot at the girl. And no one gets paid. Listen here, I know our boys are better than most. We've hired them to go to Idra and kill. If we don't pay them, things will go bad quickly. But the sailors are bloody terrified. They claim something is hunting us. Okay. Wait here. Have you lost your bloody mind? Okay, follow me. Let's just get off this bloody boat. You and Roland begin making your way towards the commotion on the deck. Press Q or press the character portrait to swap the party leader. Alright. Can I go back back in here? Because there's a barrel of fish and a door that I missed down here. Alright, let's see. You are a veteran as well. He's got some armor as well. Some might. So basically same as me. All right. What's this here? Note scrolled in crude leather. Cook. I cannot stand another meal of salted fish. There is a limit to how long a man can live on salt potatoes and perklin. Take head or get a dagger in the eye, you cheap bastard. I didn't know Smexy was on the ship as well. Yoink. Thieves' tools. Ew. Grinding stone. Back to grinding. Oh, I can actually cook salted fish. Is this perklin? This is steelfin. Perklin. I have crafted salted fish. The ship's under attack. I'm just cooking a salted fish. Oh. Press Ctrl to enter stealth mode. Stick to the shadows and be sure to reach cover before your stealth reaches 0. If the stealth indicator is green, you're in cover. Who goes there? The sailors stare at you wide-eyed and terrified. Dead emperors! It's coming for us! It whispers to me. One of them draws weapon with shaking hands. Diplomacy? Sure. That's right. Calm yourselves. You're guild sailors. Alright, I only have to roll a 9. It's fine. Will the golden dead smile upon you? No. You've been found wanting. Half insane with terror, the sailors scream and lunge at you. I think I failed the stealth. Ow. Ow. I'm gonna die. Bloodied. Ooh, 7 crit damage? Ooh. I need to rest or something. Ow. Victory? Do you even RNG? Apparently not. Surgery door key. Alright. Can we rest somehow here or heal? Because next combat is going to kill me. A lantern. You cannot rest here. Oh, you look a little unhappy. Tonic of Vitality. Ew. That sounds like a healing potions. You recognize the corpse of one of the crewmates, a young man of barely 16 years called Sulm. The youth has been mauled to death by what you assume are the grotesquely altered rats you encountered just minutes ago. The corpse is still warm. Surgical tools? I mean, I guess you can call dagger a surgical tool. Can we use the... these things? Consume. Oh yeah, there are healing potions. Okay. Drink those so we don't... Oh. I found console. It's Commodore console. Surgeon's journal. Some brandy. Can we read a... Written on the day of departure from the mainland. Left Adler's helm today with a full complement of passengers. Mercenaries by the looks of it, paid well. Ship was dispatched by Guild before we could fully restock medical supplies. Hopefully we don't need them. Then again, our passengers make me uneasy. Written 5 days ago. Brawl in the mess. Had to set a nose. Men seem on edge. Can't say I blame them. Have been sleeping poorly and dreams are unsound. Written 4 days ago. Egan came to me today with a bite wound that he sustained whilst working in the hold. Didn't see creature, and I would say it was a rat's bite if it weren't for the size and some aspects of the addition that I find hard to explain properly. Written 2 days ago. Was visited today by Navigator Aslam. He asked for a white fern, a sedative. Claimed he had trouble sleeping. Suspected he was not fully forthcoming, and when pushed, he mumbled something about the stars being odd. Not sure what he meant, and he left before I could push him further. Written today, men are about to break. We cannot maintain our course for Idra. Captain advised me today to make ready the surgery and expect casualties. I suspect he intends to inform our passengers that he refused to land on the island. If this is my last, then the entry trails off. Well. Shoddy wooden chest, 5 HP. We can force the door, we can pick it. Yeah, let's pick it. Failure. Result 10 does not beat 10. Okay, let's do force. Really, really good, Jera. We'll be definitely playing the full version of that. Success! Got it. Long sword and a buckler. It's like a Anno, the building part, and then it's like Dungeon Keeper in the mines combined. I really want to see what they do with that. You emerge onto the deck and see two groups of men facing each other with weapons drawn. The ship shakes violently in the grip of a storm as lightning tears across the sky. Amidst the din of the storm and their frantic arguments, you bellow for the attention of the assembled crewmen and mercenaries. Both ship's captain and the leader of the mercenaries you hired, a coarse thug man named Estavo, turned their attention to you. They look ready to use the unsheathed weapons in their hands at the slightest provocation. Hi. You direct your attention to the ship's captain. You know him to be a reasonable but suggestible man. At present, his usually placid eyes are wild with panic or anger. I paid you for a passage to the shore, did I not? The captain lowers his weapon and speaks earnestly. The coast of Idra is cursed. We've heard the tales and assumed them grog-drenched rumors only. But there is something between us and the shore that will drag us all to the watery grave. What are you talking about? What have you seen? Not but glimpses. My men have seen the shadow of something deep in water, stalking us. Nothing natural moves like that. Estavo glares murderous at the captain. Uriniga... Rinich? Whatever that is. On our deal based on Klimse, there is a desperation in the captain's voice. We are seasoned sailors. We do not balk at shadows. You need to be alive to rescue this girl you speak of. We're out of time. Sail us in, or argue at the point with Estavo. Estavo turns his steely gaze from you to the captain. Let me spell this out for you, Sea Dog. We contracted to rescue the girl. But if you don't get us to the shore, we'll gut you for free. The mercenaries you hired all shift their weight in anticipation of making good on that promise. Captain, he's right. Do what you were hired to do. Something changed in the captain's expression. He stands tall. I will not order my ship and my men to certain doom. We shall not get any closer to the coast while I have command. Well... I believe you, but my contract with these men does not mention your survival. It's only a 9 I have to roll. Oh, sorry, 10. It's fine. I'm very diplomatic. Estavo's grin begins to show teeth as he hears your words. The color drains from the captain's face. There is a moment's silence, then a crash and a shudder as something strikes the ship's hull. In the confusion, the mercenary's throwing dagger flies, lodging in sailor's throat. Fight the crew. Faction has turned hostile. I can't reach that. Charge! That's a lot of enemies, so. He's bloodied. So it's bloodied, like basically dead, but it requires one more hit to actually die. No, I didn't play either of those. Let me check quickly. I have the roots downloaded already, so that's definitely something. Also, the chorus does look interesting. Yeah, it's like the just before dying. Ranged, guys. Fancy. Flanked. Charge. Victory. 62 experience. Yoink. You rest your sword arm and survey the carnage, then suddenly a loud crash as something collides violently with the hull. Surviving mercenaries and crewmen alike fight to keep their footing as the ship lurches. Suddenly, huge monstrous tentacles burst from the water around the ship. For a split second before the terror sets in, you wonder what Estavo must be thinking as the monstrosities loom over him. After reaching their full height, the tentacles curve inward and smash into the ship. Some pierce straight through the deck, others snap the masts like they were matchsticks. You stand frozen in place. Through a haze of splintered wood and panicked screams, you notice Roland. He throws himself out of the way of a tentacle, but begins to fall overboard as the ship lurches once more. Let's rescue Roland. You dash towards the ship's fractured rail, dodging holes in the deck and wounded men, beseeching you for help. Roland hangs by one arm from the side of the ship. Try to grab him. You lunge for Roland's arm, but he loses his grip, and your fingers close only around thin air. You missed him by an inch. He falls wordlessly downward. You watch as he is swallowed by the raging sea. The ship is listing fatally, and you see the great tentacles high above you, poised for the coup de grace. Abandoned ship? As you jump, you hear the terrible rending of wood giving in to flesh. The impact of the water winds you. The waves pummel you down. The current beseech you to go deeper, even deeper. Peaceful blackness. Sink. Well, rip us. 2 weeks earlier. I had some items in the inventory. Wordlessly, he could at least said goodbye. Yeah. He just went down. Stealth into the castle. Oh no. Come here, Whelpa. An aging armored man in the library of a house, Baron stands and scowls at you. Eyes like coal peer out from a graggy face, fringe top and bottom with wild white hair. Return his challenging stare. The older man crosses his massive arms, steps forward and leans towards you. So, young sellsword, come looking for a scrap, have you? Though his voice is full of gravel, there is now a glint in his eyes, as though the old coals have begun to warm up. Cudian, you old fool. A single bark of laughter emanates from the dense beard as he embraces you in a crushing bear hug. Cudian may be older and grayer, but from the force of his hug, you don't reckon you would have any more chance of beating him now than you did as a 12-year-old. Go easy on you, old boar. Gideon steps back and allows you to breathe again, before grabbing you by the shoulders. We heard of your father's passing. Truly, he sits with the golden dead now. Tell me, how did he die? In a glorious battle at my side. Gideon's eyes narrow. Then the old warrior died a fitting death. Gideon is quiet for a moment and breaks into a grin. We'll raise a cup to his name, together, you and I, soon as you're done with Kato. And I can rustle up some ale fit for the quest. Gideon, why am I here? Master Kato will chew your ear plenty when you see him. Pelnar Lyra, I don't know. The new master at arms awaits you by the main entrance. She'll escort you, and don't ask her not to. If you think I had a temper, the joke fails to hide the note of anxiety in the grizzled house guard's voice. Yeah, that's not Yahoo. I shall look for this Lyra. If you want to explore, for the old time's sake, take this lantern. Lord Baron will wait. And we don't want you getting lost in the hedge maze again. The man laughs heartily and hands you a small brass lantern. Activate or deactivate the lantern by pressing T. Okay. Whatever you may come to pass, it did this old warrior a barrel of good to see you again, boy. The old man slaps you on the shoulder in parting, almost knocking you off balance. Then he seems to remember something as he leans in conspiratorily. My damn knees are acting up again. Can't hardly sleep on account of the aches. Let me tell you, I would take an arrow in the leg any day. If you're going over to the kitchen later for a bit of a grab, a bottle of brandy from the wine cellar would make me happy, man. Gideon shifts as if embracing his stiff knees. Emphasizing. But first, don't keep Lara waiting any longer. Talk to her first, and I'll leave. I'll be here for later. Okay. I'm gonna stealth through bush. Uh oh, there's someone there. Doggo! Can you pet the doggo? Come here, doggo. You pet the dog! Ah, yes. Hello. The guardsman dressed in the livery of the noble house Berna. The guard scowls somewhat at you. Armsmaster Lyra awaits you in the main entrance, so you best talk to her if you're not already done so. Alright. Is that you? A woman stands before the main entrance of the villa. Her posture speaks of a grace coiled power, that of a dueling ace. No doubt she is the new master at arms for the House Baron. As you approach her, she offers a quick, neat bow, just low enough to be respectful. Greetings, Bellonar. Master Kata welcomes you back at the House Baron. The master is eager to meet with you, and he will be ready in a short while. In the meantime, he suggests you visit the kitchen for some food and perhaps walk grounds and gardens. I shall pass time. Excellent. So I'm sure you still know your way around the grounds. Kitchen is in the building to the east, and the garden and the hedge maze is to the west. Come back to me and check with me once you've stretched your legs. Alright. Yeah, I'll find the kitchen. Go away. He's in the way. I'll go through here. No, it's locked. You enter the kitchen. A pair of scullions offer a hurried bow. It's all so much quieter, emptier, and gloomier than you remember. Of course, old Magda is no longer where she used to be, sitting by the oven, kind of red-faced and tending a shank of lamb. You remember the matronly woman who sat humming to herself, pouring fat over the roasting meat. Child, come here, will you? Magda was always a beacon of kindness in childhood, where such qualities were few and far between. Magda clasps you gently with her tubby hand. Have you eaten yet? Before you can answer, she produces a small bundle of treats from her apron and hands it to you. As a son of the master at arms for a great house baron, you did not go wanting, materially at least. Thank you. Magda looks at you with kind eyes as you pick at the bundle. He's here again, down in the cellar. He's not so good, my child. Sleeping now, but it would be best if you got him to bed for his men to see him like this again. The knot in your stomach is as real now as it was when you were at 12. I'll go get him. Don't worry. He won't make a fuss. He just needs time. You know, Belanar, deep wounds take a long time to heal. The old woman turns back to her meat and resumes her meandering humming. The sound of a man clearing his throat snaps you back out of your reminiscing. May I help you, my lord? The man in a chef's outfit offers in a hoarse voice. Cauldron. We can make salted fish. To the basement. Lantern. The light mechanic is kind of cool. The empty bottles littered floor of this room. You chuckle to yourself as you imagine the kitchen staff in their wine tasting sessions. No doubt, much revelry has been taken place here. Then a cool gust of air from a passage to the north. The wine cellar lies that way, and you can almost hear a faint sobbing. Ghosts, no doubt. More lanterns. This is a big cellar. Steal old ham. Yeah, it is. It is, Debbie. Here's the link for the game. Bless you, wifey. Once again. Yeah, and this is just the start so far. I want to hear about these tentacles and things. What happens? You're gripped by a long hidden memory upon entering this part of the cellar. You sealed it away. But in doing so, preserved its strength, and now it demands freedom. You can still recall smelling him before you could make out his writhing shape in the dim light of the cellar. Mistress Valeria, open the door. Your father doesn't even notice you in the throes of his intoxicated ramblings. How could they take her? Her chambers were locked from inside. Where is she? Try to shake some sense into him. Your father jolts upright, the bloodshot whites of his eyes glaring out of the darkness. We found her, wandering the forests outside the estate. Mistress Valeria, help him stand. Haltingly and leaning heavily on you, your father managed to stand. She was never the same. Whatever happened broke her. It was the girl, you know. The seed was planted in Valeria that night. But how could you know? You were but a babe yourself. You helped lead the now sobbing man out of the cellar. Stop it, father. Lord Cato trusted me, and I failed him, but Valeria was the one to pay the price. Mind broken and that spawn of a child. Your father's voice seethes with fury. Enough. Don't talk back to me, you bastard. What do you know about Anora? As much as your harlot mother. Your father steps away from you, unsteadily, tears streaming down from his contorted face. Punch him. You draw a ragged breath and snap out of the memory. Your knuckles white. You're alone in the damp cellar and don't particularly feel like dwelling there. Brandy. Yoink. Yeah, the title didn't upgrade properly, I guess. Because I already did it. Twitch page was being funky. I got the brandy. Is there? not that button. Aha, door. Cheese! All the cheese! The true treasure of this place. Steal all the cheese and brandy. I do love this this thing. Heal full all. Add items, potion, healing, and money. Win combat. Wins any combat. Pentamelling all your crafting gear for best in slots. It's so much work. I mean, you can think it as so much work, but it's also stuff to do for you. Unless it's those failing a roll a million times in a row. Okay, let's go look at the. Up. He's moving exactly the way I am. Let's go look at the hedge mace. Kick. Sneaky. Pixel art is really cool as well. Hey Puck, how's it going? Until level 100, so it's good for a while. Yeah. Are they gonna be increasing the level? I really enjoyed it, Puck. I want more. But it was really good. When the full version comes out, we'll definitely play that. You stand before the gate to the hedge maze. It stirs old feelings of both dread and elation. The sounds and the smells of the estate grounds, as they were long ago, called you from distant memory. You feel you could easily plunge into their depths. Let yourself go and remember. Which daydream is it this time? Are you valiantly defending me from the rebels again? Embla throws a pine cone at you, snapping you from your reverie. She's 10 years old, and you are a year her senior. Let's play hide and go seek in the maze. I'll hide. You faintly hear someone yell her name from the distance. You better run, Star Child. Only my mother ever calls me that, Embla says, frowning. Where did you hear it from? Before you can reply, she flings another pine cone at you, and before darts into the maze. Yeah, I don't think they'll do that anytime soon. Give chase. You hear a man's voice yell Embla's name again, much closer now. Either way, she's lost you in the winding passages of the hedge maze. Your memory tugs at you, urging you on the center of the maze. I'd say. Oh no. Is this the... Oh, this is the... Yay! Completed. You stand at the center of the maze. It feels much less impressive than you remember. The ornamental bond was once an ocean. The rock at its heart, a windswept island. You found me, daydreamer. You remember the tone of her voice, and you can almost see the impish 10-year-old girl wading through the bond. Why do you always come here? I like the water. It's so calm. Embla shoots you a mischievous look. You notice the faintest tang of ozone. She makes a slow motions. She makes a slow motion hop through the water. Her fingers trailing the pond's surface, where the water and the skin meet. Strange colors bleed and spread across the surface. Embla, you'll get in trouble. Stop it. Embla moves her fingers across the water's surface like a painter's brush. Colors spill across the pond, and for a sleeping moment, you fancy that you can see cloud-topped mountains, or was it the ramparts of an impossibly large city, reaching towards the heavens? The silence is shattered by a shout, along with the beguiling images. Mr. Embla, the master requests you in the house, immediately. That's my father. Something's wrong. Yeah, let us know, monkey. It's mother. She's ill again. I think I caused it with what I can do. It poisons her mind. How long until mother isn't mother? Or until father isn't lord? Or your father isn't master at arms? How long will any of it last? Why are you talking like this? Do you ever feel like everything is a lie? Like there's a veil that covers everything, but in some parts it's thin enough to see through? Embla starts as your father steps breathily into the enclosed garden. He's red-faced from exertion and anger. Young lady, you can't run off like this. The whole estate is looking for you. Your mother is ill and needs you, now. Your father shoots you a stern glance. I'll deal with you later. Embla says nothing as your father grabs her by the arm and hauls her past you, back to the house. She doesn't meet your eyes as you pass. Finding yourself back in the present, a chill has crept into your bones. You best move on. Slightly suspicious little girl. Alright, let's go back in here. Alright. I'm sorry, but the master is not quite ready yet. I must ask you to wander around a bit more. Have you eaten? Perhaps the hedge maze, if the darkness doesn't scare you. It would scare me less if you joined me. Under no circumstances. Now, if you will excuse me. Okay, so I guess we need to go somewhere else though. Well, let's see. Journal. Roland fell overboard. Okay. Quests. The cellar. You found your father. Done. Pours medicine. Oh, the brandy. Okay. Hello. Have you seen Lyra yet? Best not keep her waiting. I have your medicine. Huh, that's some fine foraging, young whelper. Before you can set the word in, Gideon snatches the bottle, uncorks it, and drinks deeply. The old man's eyes closed in relief, lets out a deep sigh. May your sleep be dreamless, he speaks as if to himself. May your sleep be dreamless? Gideon smiles sadly, an old soldier's greeting. Something one mercenary would say to another as a prayer to not dwell painful memories. The kind that comes with the work. Your father and I, Gideon halts momentarily and looks at you. Your father and I would always part with those words. Now, I've held you long enough. Be on your way. Alright, is this good enough now? Oh, still a... What do I still have for a quest? It's faction as well. Oops. How's better? Neutral. Hostile. Zephyr. I mean, we did kind of kill him. Exploring the grounds. Look for some food and perhaps a walk in the gardens and a hedge mage. Procure a meal for myself. Should talk to the chef. Okay. I just stole all the cheese and meat, but I need to talk to the chef. Are you the chef? The chef offers a short bow and a tired but sincere smile. I am Chef Armand, and my humble kitchen is at your disposal, my lord. Sadly, I was told of your arrival only minutes ago, and my oven must be fired up again. You must be famished. Yes. My suggestion is thusly. Whilst I stoke the fire, you run down the pantry and fetch some cured ham and cheddar cheese. I will then teach you how to cook my renowned melted cheese sandwich, and you shall never want for an evening meal for as long as you live. Splendid. The pantry is the west of the wine cellar, and cheese is kept. I already got those. Return when you have the cured ham and the cheddar, and I shall provide bread and instructions. Now venture forth into the underworld. Alright. I got the cheese. The chef Armand wanders back and forth, tending at the fire and keeping his kitchen tidy. He has the gait of a man who has been on his feet for far too many hours. I have the ham and cheese. Oh, yes, of course I do. And more. Perfect. First of all, here's some bread. Now, the cauldron is quite empty and just warm enough for you to use. Remember, you need both the bread, ham, and cheese to make a perfect sandwich. Now, go give it a try and bring me the result. I shall see if you have it in you. Alright, I'm making a cheese sandwich. There we go. For a few short moments whilst eating a melted cheese sandwich, all is well in the world. None of this was nailed down. Yeah, exactly. The door wasn't locked or anything. I have the ham and cheese. Present the sandwich for inspection. Armand wafts the scent of the grilled sandwich towards his nose. Ah, the crust of the bread, the softness of the cheese, and the savoriness of the ham. Perfection. I'm getting hungry myself. I would go for a sandwich like that as well. Can someone bring me one? We shall indeed never again go hungry in the night. 50 experience. Yay! Alright, I have been fed now. Actually, do I need to actually eat this sandwich? I'm gonna eat one of the sandwich. Nom nom nom. I has sandwich now. Okay, there you are. If your nostalgia is appeased, the master will see you now. Let's go. Very well. If it pleases you, the master is in his office just ahead. I'll remember the way. I suppose you do, but I'll escort you nonetheless. A flicker of a smile plays across her face, and she beckons you to lead the way. Okay, shall lead the way. The opulence is faded, the shadows longer. Clearly much has changed since the last time you were here. Try to remember how long it's been. It's been years, perhaps decades since you were here. Not since your father was the house arms master. Not since. You must have your wits about you, and perhaps now it is not a time to dwell on painful memories. Not since? Not since your father's exile. You were no more than 12 when you were driven from the household. Hard were the years that followed. The mercenary life is bloody and unforgiving. Those years stole your childhood, and eventually they took your father too. But your father was always insistent to his dying breath that his failure had been his own, that he had gotten the fate he deserved. The memories are painful nonetheless. Flanking the doorway are two marble statues. The craftsmanship is stunning, but the sight of the two women depicted fills you with sadness. Examine them. One you recognize immediately, Valeria Bern, the mistress of the house. You remember her as a grey ghost, absent and unwell. The other statue depicts the girl you once knew so well, Embla Bern, daughter of the house, and now a woman grown strong and clear-eyed. Her likeness has none of her mother's covered timidness. How is Mistress Valeria these days? The mistress is vacationing in the countryside, Lyra answers curtly. And what of Embla? Lyra's eyes flicker ever so slightly. We should hasten to Master Beren. He's been impatient to see you. Kata Beren sits tall and in a tasteful but modest reception room. He looks imposing, less imposing than you remember, and with a few more crow's feet. Nonetheless, he's lost none of his composure or air of casual authority. You take a seat across the formidable desk from him. This study, like the rest of the villa, is half lit, giving a morose cast to its opulence. The older man's face creases into a tired but genuine smile, which momentarily lifts some of the room's oppressive mood. It's a mercy to see you again. Your own man, and in your prime, Kato says, before a frown consumes his smile. It's just a shame our reunion is overshadowed by the fates of those who we love. But perhaps together we can yet improve our collective circumstances. Why have you summoned me? Embla is missing. Kato's voice quivers momentarily, betraying his stoic features. Now I beg you, Belenar, help me find my daughter. Help her return home, where she belongs. Why me? Isn't that obvious? You've clearly grown to inherit your father's resourcefulness, and besides, Embla has trusted you since before either of you could speak. What's happened to her? She left without notice a week ago. From a scant clues we had, we believe she boarded a ship bound for one of the outer isles, Idra. She went of her own free will. At the time I thought a little of it. Cator begins to glower. Since then, however, there have been reports, grave ones. No one and no word has left Idra in days. Rumor has it even the Imperial Augurs are in the dark. I know not how this touches the fate of my daughter, but she must be returned to me, one way or another. Any idea why she left them? Something has been building in her for years, an aptitude of sorts, but I suspect you already knew. In any case, it's grown much stronger lately, and it drives her in ways I cannot understand. I suspect she's looking for answers. But why Idra? Why indeed? There is little to the island save the port of Horn. If Idra was her destination, she must have landed there. Horn? Yes, an old imperial port and home to a few hundred whalers, traders, and occasional smuggler. We can only speculate as to what drew her there, but it's our only lead. How can I help her? Hire mercenaries, travel to Idra, and begin your search in the port of Horn. From there, I trust you to do what needs to be done. Spare no cost, just bring back my daughter. Mercenaries? Yes. If nothing else, the port will be dangerous enough. That is why I have summoned a Roland Grey Eye. Grey. That's a. It's not a Grey Eye. It's a Grey. to me. A crude but effective sellsword that I've made a good use of before. Sorry. He shall accompany you on this task. Roland? The man is a grizzled veteran. He may have slowed with age, but his experience and reliability more than make up for it. He's also much respected by similar men, and so will be instrumental in hiring a reliable crew. I'll take it into consideration. Kato shows you his upturned palms beseeching. I know this thing I ask of you is fraught with danger, but this is your chance at improving your fortune materially and in honor. What do you say? Alright, I'll do it. Kato smiles softly, visibly relieved, and for a moment he looks like a man you remember. Have you any financial questions? Final questions or matters to discuss? Time is, as I'm sure you appreciate, of the essence. Let's get on with it. Kato stands with poorly concealed effort, and Belenar, you stand and meet his gaze. Return her to me. There is no other outcome of this affair. Remain silent and leave. Yeah, this is very well written so far. Like the whole oh, I don't look happy in the picture. look at my face behind my face there. That's not a happy face, huh? Yeah, this is written so far really well. Okay, I can only go. Water blocks your path. Oh, the light colored. Alright. Slowly, you drag yourself from the cold water on the relative safety of solid rock. You try and fail to stagger forward as exhaustion washes over you in a great black wave. Oblivion takes you before you hit the rocky ground. You are awoken by a cacophony of cries of gulls circling you. Your body is a mass of pain and exhaustion, covered in thousand cuts and scrapes. The large white birds gather around you in eager anticipation. What a magnificent feast your bloated body would make. Not today. Moments or hours pass as you lay unmoving, trying desperately to will some warmth back into your body. Finally, you manage to force your eyes open. That's like me in the morning. By some miracle, you're not only alive, but you find yourself on the shores of the cursed island of Idra. Strewn across around you is a wreckage of the Zephyr. You see no other survivors. Nonetheless, the goal ahead of you is clear. You must venture to rescue your childhood friend from whatever fate has befallen her. Though unless you can find equipment and companions, soon you may have cheated death in vain. You slowly get to your feet, and the effort makes your head spin. There is a sudden blur of movement in the corner of your eye, and you attempt to spin around to face it. Instead, you stumble pathetically in your own legs and fall once more to the hard ground. Standing above you is a large rock. On a large rock is a young woman dressed in a nautical guild livery. Wet red hair clings to her face in the cold wind. She has an arrow cocked on a short bow, and as you squint up at her, she draws the string back. Give me one good reason not to end you right now. You recognize the young woman's face. She must have served on the Zephyr. It was nothing personal. The girl scoffs at you. You're just like the rest of them. Step on any neck so long as it gets you a leg up. That's it. She's red-faced with anger. 12 I was when they sold me to the Nautical Guild. Did you know I'm listed in their records as an asset, a bleeding commodity to use and trade away as they will? For many nights, how many nights have I spent dreaming of that bloody ship sinking so I could get away? But now that it's happened, you are a slave? Shut up your bleeding mouth before I put an arrow through your neck. She draws the string back even further, and for a long moment you think she's going to let loose. Instead, she sighs deeply and lowers her bow. One way or another, you did buy me my freedom, and I'd be a cursed woman for putting you down as thanks. Even if I'm stuck here on this bloody island for now. I'll tell you what, help me get away from here, and I'll consider us even. You can start by telling me your name. Katiana is my name. The crew calls me Kat, or rather they did, I suppose. She looks up and down at the beach with a furrowed brow. Listen, you have to get up. We need to get off this beach before you freeze, or worse. There's something wrong about this place. Can't you feel it? Like a taste in your mouth. And there are beasts, huge sea creatures I ain't never seen before. I saw them dragging the dead crewmen into the cave west of here. At least I hope they were dead. Cat shudders. What do you suggest? We need supplies and shelter first. There might be salvage to be had among the wreckage on the beach. I also think I spotted the chimney of a house just north of the cliffs. A warm fire and some food would go a long way. Kat offers you her hand and drags you to your feet. She looks pensively towards the west. Also, as I said, there's a cave west of here. I think the grabs dragged off most of the corpses there. But what if they are not all dead? Might be other survivors like you and me. What's more, there's a chance one of the officers was carrying the seal when the boat sank. If you can find it, the Nautical Guild would give anything to have it returned to them. Seal? Captain's seal. It's a medallion of sorts that is carried on every guild vessel. It's not just a show either. They say that the seals are forged by the Magi, and that they have secret powers, but I don't know nothing about that. All I know is that the guild pays well to have one returned if a ship is ever lost. Normally the captain carries it, but I think he had it on him when the fight broke out. Might have been the first mate had it, and I think he was still alive when the ship sank. So I would say that cave to the west is where we should start looking. You ready to go? I have some questions, but now let's go. Yeah, no, well, let's say questions. There'll be plenty more time. Okay, we are ready, let's go. I found this bow in the cargo crate. We best find you a weapon too as soon as possible. I suspect we'll need it before long. Together you begin to move off the beach and towards whatever darkness dwells in the island's interior. I found cheap jewelry and a cup. Ombarian wine and a brandy. Cool. Hey, do I have a level? Is that a level up? Yeah. Bellana advanced to level 2, plus 6 vitality, 0 attunement, 10 development points. Spend development points to buy a new... There's a typo there. Feats. Development points can be saved for later use. Alright. Buy feats. I think it's more of a Commodore, Kremenis. This is kind of hinting me that it's kind of supposed to be like a Commodore game. Because there's a cheat menu in the console here, which I accidentally found. But yeah, it's definitely very reminiscent of like the old Commodore Amiga DOS kind of RPGs in a good way, and the writing feels really good, like really well done. Writing so far, like I immediately want to like play more of this, even though it's just a demo, but maybe in the full version at some point. Although probably off stream, other than stream. The story seems interesting though, like well done. We haven't really gotten into like the meat of the combat and stuff, but I imagine that's gonna be pretty decent as well. Movement rate by 1 sounds pretty good. So the only thing I can get currently is vitality. I'm just gonna buy that because it's a demo. We don't really need builds or anything yet. So I still have no weapons. I do have cheap jewelry and a mug and brandy and wine, but I doubt that's gonna help me kill anything. I think we can go in the water here as well. There doesn't seem to be anything in the water. Mug is a deadly weapon. I mean, it'll hurt for sure. You're not already done. If you're not already done so, this might be a good time to level up. The White Cross, yeah, we already did that. It told me to go east. I'm definitely not going east. Sorry, west. It said west. Oh. Wreck picker, not hostile. A lanky man with a skin like sun-dried leather stares slack-jawed at you. He's dressed in rags and with a wide-brimmed hat and a large bundle of scrap along over his shoulder. Do Basila's eyes deceive him? More ghosts? Or did the sea spit you back out alive? Not many are that lucky. Your eyes fall on the crude spiked club that hangs on his belt. Who are you? Basila makes his living picking at what the mother of male... Oh. Poke microphone. Mother of Maelstroms does not swallow. It's been rich pickings as of late. Grates and barrels and even the odd fleshy morsel. The man bears a row of blackened teeth in what you assume is a smile. Rich pickings? Listen here. Basil has a proposal for you. The man smiles greedily in greedy anticipation. Shore's bursting with bounty today. Man can make a fortune if he sets his mind to it. Better yet, no need for Basilo to risk his hide. You seem fit enough, and I've got the coin. I'll buy whatever you bring me. Might even have a piece or two to sell if you're interested. Just beware them clippers. Clippers? Aye, crabs and critters and such, growing large and strange this time of year. Get your leg in their clippers and they'll lob it right off, so you best be careful. But not to worry, Basilos always given them the laugh, even when he was wee. Must have been just as big then, though it doesn't really feel like that way. The old man's brow furrow, and for a moment he's lost in the deep thought. In any case, Basil will be warming his bones at the abandoned farmhouse right behind us. Find me there. Alright. The man slinks off into the fog, heading north. As his form dissolves in the nothingness of the mist, you can hear him muttering to himself excitedly. I don't trust Basilo. Especially when I don't have a weapon myself yet. Alright, let's go see. Gold. There's a plant up there. Interesting. Sturdy chest. Force. Success. Keep forcing that chest there. Tonic of Vitality. Armor. Nice. Oh, you already have a... No, you don't have an armor. There, and... a buckler. Nice. I still need a weapon. Oh, she's a thief. Yeah. Still no weapon. Warhammer. I like Warhammer. Okay, I got a grab hammer. What is this? Climbing holes. Let's think about that. I'm gonna fall and kill myself from the fall, I feel. More gold. Okay, this must be the edge of the map. Grab. Get ready. Is this is the shooting lady. 1 critical damage. Nice. Yeah. The archery doesn't do much damage for sure. Grab chitin. Oh, he's dead. To the cave entrance. Eons worth of the sea's ravage upon the land has given birth to this cave. From its depths, a stench of seaweed and rotting flesh rises. So foul is it that it feels like some evil entity attempting to force its way through the pores of your skin, in the core of your being. Try to not vomit. You bring glory upon thine ancestors. We fiends know how to vomit properly, or not to. Stealing your resolve, you manage to calm your breathing. Though the stench persists, you manage to push the image of foul things in the darkness, feasting on the spilling entrails of the swollen sea corpses from your mind. You carry on into the darkness. I don't have a... Picked up cave child? A small pinkish mushroom that is sometimes found in caves. Though eating it will cause acute vomiting, it is valuable alchemical agent when used properly. Oh, there is a side path there as well. Okay. I don't have anything to miss. Oh, there's a lot of crabs there. Is that a big crab? Alright. Oh, that is a big crab. One damage. That's so little damage. Cannot fire in melee. Okay. You missed. I'm gonna die to these crabs. Ooh. Stop it, crab. Oh, 12 crit. Nice, good job. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ah, of course I missed that. Come on, die, grab. Grabs are the new rats. Seems to be. Ow, 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 ow. That's a lot of damage. I did pick up one healing potion. Yeah. Glorious success. Oh, lantern. Glorious success. Steel helmet. Ooh, fancy. Old and ruined shipping crates litter this part of the cave. Only smugglers would use place like this to store their goods. Perhaps there are others, similar caches to be found on the outer isles. Possibly. Oh, there's a watering. Oh, you can actually go into water there. Good. Is there anything else in here? No. Nope. A large, misshapen crabs emerge from the water all around you. Intention or not, the seemingly mindless beasts have laid an ambush for you. What's select new target? There. Backstabbed. Shifting. Oh, there's something coming from there. Defending. Victory. We are pretty low on health though. Oh, I do good to heal all full. I might do that because it's just a demo. Especially before I go there. Death or glory. Wanna defender. Ah, charge missed. No, no, don't shoot there. I was kind of hoping you to finish it off with your teacup. Ah, can it be a coffee cup? Oh no, there's a big crab. Is there a infinite arrows? I guess. I hope. There we go. Lots of experience. Oh, you don't necessarily see everything. Ooh, shield. Oh, I guess the spotting skill actually affects that, maybe. Oh. Also, can I? I don't think I can use the shield and lantern at the same time, can I? Maybe I can. Let's go here. Oh, hi. Who goes there? A haggard man dressed in the livery of a nautical guild huddles apprehensively in the corner of a small chamber you're standing in. His lips are dry and cracked, and he appears to be parched. Dead emperors, please tell me you found a way out of this place. What are you doing here? They took the bodies of the drowned, men and women I've known for years, all blue and swollen, and dragged them into this cave. Grabs speaker's horses. How can such thing be? What's wrong with this place? It occurs to you that the wretch either does not recognize you from a zephyr, or he's too desperate to care. In any case, I was too weak to fight back when I landed, and they must have thought I was dead. Dragged me into the darkness, but when I heard those sounds, close rending dead flesh, something awoke in me. I kicked and screamed as best as I could, and they let me go. I ran as fast as I could, but I took a turn into the darkness, and ended up here. I could hear them moving about in the caves around me, and I didn't dare to try to make it out. If you hadn't come here, I would have died from thirst. The way out should be clear for you now. Thank you so much. Have you found anywhere safe yet? Somewhere I could go? The beach seems the best place for now. Wait there. The desperate man wastes no time scrambling past you and towards the fresh air and relative safety. That was Ari. Cat seems frustrated. Poor bastard. Sounds like he's losing his mind the way he was talking. Trapped down here for days. He's an arse, but he didn't deserve that. None of them did. Nope. A strangely haunting piping can be heard from the caves ahead. Surely it must be the wind. And then again, it rises and falls with an eerie sense of musicality that does nothing to set your mind at ease. Oops. Oh, come on. The crabs are missing. Ah, you should have died. I'm gonna die. There we go. Oh, okay. We're cheating. Heal full all. Oh, heal full all. Oh no, cheats are not working. Heal full all. Do I need to have those brackets as well? Oh no, the cheat menu does not work. Ooh, I'm bloody there. Okay, so you have the second bar. Is your bloody bar. Maybe it doesn't work in combat though. Nope, it doesn't work. I can't use cheat menu. Maybe this needs to be heal full all. Nope. Well, I can't cheat. One vitality. That's not very helpful. Let's get drunk. That's gonna help right there. Nope. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna handle this. So maybe let's go outside and maybe we can rest out there and heal. I didn't really find any way to rest yet, though. Do we have an option here for resting? Oops, that's not it. Or do we need like a campfire or something? I guess I'm gonna go. Let's go run all the way to the. There was that cabin where the other dude was. Maybe we're gonna rest over there. This is a pretty long demo. Oh, the dude is here. Thanks for fighting a way out of that bloody cave. If them grabs had and gotten me, the thirst would have. Can you imagine? Slowly going insane in the darkness, alone, all alone and dying. The man shudders. Okay, no revars or anything. The small farm is overgrown and derelict, and it appears to be abandoned. At one point, you muse, this must have been a quaint place, a good spot to raise a family, perhaps. Suddenly, as if summoned by your very thoughts, the faint but unmistakable sound of children's laughter is carried on the wind. The sound is oddly distorted, with a strange echoing quality. For some reason, it chills you to the bone. The sound is interrupted by a woman's cry of pain, or perhaps sorrow. A woman sits in the grass ahead of you, with the well looming over her. She's emaciated, ragged, and covered in grime. How long has she been sitting here? Days? Weeks? She rocks back and forth, almost catatonic. Then suddenly you hear it again. The clear sound of playful children's laughter rises from the well. The woman wails. Yeah. Potatoes. Nom 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 nom. Corn, carrots, leeks. We're gonna have a soup today. Hi, how's it going? The woman rocks back and forth as she stares blankly at the well in front of her. What has happened? It took them, called out to them. I heard it. Funny thing is, I heard it calling with my voice. Oleg and Anja live in the well now. They're calling for me to join them. Can I help? It will never stop. It will multiply until it covers all the lands and all the seas. And when we are all dead and bones, the conqueror mold will dress our corpses in black mourning veils. Her voice is flat and monotone, and the strange words almost seem to come from somewhere else. Then she lets out a deep sigh. But if I had my children's bones to bury, it would give me some respite. A moment of silence, then the sickening sound of children's laughter once again rises from the well. Oh, this place is pretty unhappy. No material for a sandwich. There's the one who cheated Mother Maelstrom and loaded with trinkets for old Basila, perhaps. There might be some fine coin in it for you. The old man shakes a worn leather pouch at you that clinks with the sound of coins. Now come, sit by the fire. We can cook your food here if need be as well. Just don't drink the water in the well. The fireplace casts a warm glow across the piles of old fish bones, broken furniture, and strange trinkets that litter the ruined home. Basil hums contentedly to himself. Where did you get all that coin? The old man reaches into a leather pouch and pulls out a handful of strange coins that look nothing like standard imperial coinage. Though they are no doubt valuable, they're covered in a greenish grime that make them almost look more like seashells than coins. Bounty from the deep, handed down from Ida, who got it from my granda. He used to say granda was so strong in the old faith that the Mother Maelstrom would let him go down into the deep and visit them who lived there. Came back with sacks of this, he did. I see. The fireplace. Right. Let's trade. Longsword and a mace. Tonic of vitality. Buy. Should we buy a longsword as well? 72 G. Well, we don't really have a 72. I do have a. Can I double click or something? Oh, I can right click. Nice. There is a sell stack option as well. I guess. He does have quite a lot of money. Alright, buy that longsword. Buy all my money. You can also get these. Longsword equipped. Can I get back to the trading? Sell that. Thank you. Oh, I'm too hurt. Oh, you take damage from doing that. Oh, rest of that. Then we continue breaking the chest. Oh, come on. Bastard sword. Let's rest again. You got to level up. Fleet food. Movement rate. Oh, sure. Definitely saving some of this would be a good idea in the actual game. Vegetable soup and farmer's omelette. Nice. Potatoes, carrots, and leeks. Oh, it is for the soup. Nice. So we can make some soup. There we go. 10 soup. Now that we are geared, I'm gonna go back to the. Actually, let's pick it well. We're gonna switch the games in a second or so. I wanna see what's in. Actually, no, I want the cavern. Let's do the cavern. We almost cleared the coastal cavern. We had to come back to rest. So I wanna see what's in there. There's also the climbing button there. Alright. That eerie whispers thing in here. Also, those children are scary. Oh, exit. Picked up some items. Oh, would have been nice to know what did I pick up. Oh, that's the climbing part. You can just skip into here. Ah. Back to the cave. So that's just the alternative entrance out of here. Is there like a secret, maybe? It looks like there's something in there, but I don't think we... Oh no, it's just a other path. Alright. You had nearly grown accustomed to the foul stench that lingers in these caves, but now it once more assaults your senses with a renewed vigor. Rolling out of the eastern passage like so many black tendrils probing for a way into the very core of your being. Whatever lies ahead must be at the center of the rot that permeates this pit. You vomit violently, and the sound of your retching echoes through the chamber around you. With each spasm, your gasping draws another lungful of the tainted air until you feel permeated by the foulness. Where do you end and the filth begins? The corpses of the doomed crew of the Zephyr are arranged around the chamber's central column. A pale light shines down from an aperture in the vaulted cave ceiling above, illuminating their bloated features and pale blue skin. Is there a form of artistry to their arrangement? For a brief moment, you almost find it beautiful. The thought comes into your mind unbidden, an interloper. Stepping between the corpses, you spot a man who you immediately recognize as the Zephyr's first mate. Around his neck, a sturdy chain glimmers, and you carefully fish out a strange octagonal amulet, rich filigreed and with the navigational rosette of the Nautical Guild carved on it. There is no doubt the captain's seal, and it's apparently an item that the guild will pay handsomely to have returned to them. As you pocket the amulet, you become aware of a movement in the waters around you. Strange stalked eyes regard you as several chitinous horrors emerge. They have charged at you yet, and perhaps there is a way to sneak past them. Now, fight! The abominable creatures snap their claws and as greedily as they advance towards you, no doubt intending to make you part of the gruesome display. Uh-oh, it's Crab Rave. It's dead crab. Go. Uh-oh. Archers in melee. Get her out of there. Ow. Don't crit me. Victory! 300 and... Ooh, that's a lot of experience. So is there anything else in here? I guess it was just for the... Just for the loot. Damn, FG was correct. This is actually kind of cool game. I want to play more. Oh, level up. It's gonna be interesting to see when I can't actually buy anything. Don't have enough points. I wanna see the full version. Stepping into the fresh air, you Pull the strange octagonal guild seal from your pocket and examine it more closely. The dark metallic surface is covered in an intricately carved lines and symbols. It reminds you of a mix between a compass and an astrolabe. Try to think if you've heard about something like this before. Nope, never heard of it. So close. This artifact is not mundane, and you are inclined to agree with Kat that it might be worth something to the Nautical Guild, or someone else. Beyond that, the strange amulet is beyond your ken. You feel the weight of a strange device in your hands. For a moment, you're back on the deck of Zephyr. Monstrous tentacles rise above the ship like a strange alien towers. Terrified screams fill the air. You shudder. Kat's voice snaps you out of it. If you ever get off this bloody island and back to the mainland, the guild will pay you well to have it returned. All I ask is you remember who told you about it. Don't worry, we'll split the coin. You can keep the coin. All I want is to be done with the guild. Be free and wander as I like. Maybe wander up to my brother and stick a knife in his fat cut. Your brother? It's my older brother who sold me off to the guild. I was bloody 12. 12 years is what I owe them on account of that bastard. Sorry, 20 years. I've already wasted 10 years. Her voice breaks for a moment before steel creeps back into her otherwise soft features. Like I said, cutting that cunt will go a long way towards setting things right, and the amulet will help you somehow. Sure, I'm free enough for now, but the guild doesn't like to let their assets go, and they have a way of catching up with those who jump ship, even someone as slowly as me. Dangling like a recovered captain's seal. Dangling a recovered captain's seal in front of them is exactly the kind of thing that might sway them. First we deal with the guild, and then your brother. I'm liking you more and more. Let's start by getting off this bloody island. First, I guess. Got some eggs. Ascend. Failure. Ow. Ascend. Success. Alright. Let's stop here with this really, really cool game. Here's the link again if you want to check it out. The demo is on Steam. I want to play more. I want to see more. It comes out this year at some point later. 8-bit looks and charm. It's definitely 8-bit charm. And really, really well written. Like, really enjoy the writing so far.